Okay YouTube, so this is a little follow-on video from the fishing trip. When we were out fishing, we landing net, the triangle spread a bit. If you can just see, I know the lighting's a bit poor, it's managed to get cracked. When I went and looked online, they're like 70 quid for a new landing net and pole. I've managed to fix the net with some cable ties, but for now I'm just going to try and bodge this up and get the end of the year out of it before sinking 70 quid into a net, because it is a really good net and it packs away in with my 10-foot rods, so everything fits in the one bag instead of having a big landing net pole that I've got to carry. It all packs up into one bag, so I do want to try and save this until I can justify the funds while I've got other projects on the go that I can put money into. Also, it's the twins' birthday coming up, so I don't really want to be spending money on a net when I don't have to. So I'm going to see what I can do and try and repair this, try and get this repaired. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to clean it all up now, pop a bit of glue down the seam of it, and then all I'm going to do, I'm going to try and clamp it up with a small Jubilee clip to close the gap, and then use some electrical tape and tape it up nice and tight, just to protect it a little bit more from the elements, and hopefully I get either the end of the season out of it or at least the end of the summer, and then look at getting one towards Christmas, or somebody might buy me one for Christmas. So let's get on with it and let's see if we can repair this net. Okay, so as you can see, there's the crack. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a little bit of, this is just like rubber cleaner, but it's basically just a cleaning solution. So I'm just going to spray it in it and give it a good clean around it, just to make sure there's no dirt or anything in the gap, to make it better for the glue. I don't know if that will work or it won't work, but it can't help, it can't do any worse than it already is. So a little spray and just get it in and give it a good clean. Okay, just want to try and clean as much crap and debris out of it as I can. Give it as much crap and debris out of it as I can, and then just dry it off. Okay, so give it a good dry, so the glue's got something to stick to, but I want to get as much of the debris out of it as I possibly can. Okay, this is what's good about having a workbench. I think everybody should have a workbench. Okay, so that's all cleaned up now. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a second, let it dry, and then what I'll do is I'll bring you back when I'm about to put the glue in it. So what I'm doing is I've just undone the Jubilee clip and I'm just going to open it up. Okay, so I'm going to open it up so I can just pass it round the bar. Okay, and then all I'm going to do, pinch it tight and then just nip it back up with the screwdriver, so it is all ready to go. So I'm back. All I've done is, it was a bit difficult getting it in on the camera, tighten it back up, so I've just went and got my little EDC toolkit with a 7mm on it. Then I'm just going to ratchet it down. Okay, so now that's all back on. As you've seen, I just popped it over. Now that's all back on, but I'm going to keep that on there loose, so once I've put the glue in, I can slide that straight over and tighten it down and then bind it on. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do is have that on the inside of the net, so it's not protruding or in the way of anything. Okay, so that'll be on the inside of the net. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to pass the super glue along this seam down here, and then pass a little bit round. There's a crack just there, just pass the super glue over it, and hopefully it binds it all together nicely. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, I need to go and buy a new net, but it's worth a shot anyway. So just want to be careful not to over tighten this, okay? Just don't want to crush it and break it even more. So just nice nip down. That's why I'm only using a tiny little ratchet. But what I will do is I'll just loosen it a little bit so I can push it a little bit round more and get it on the inside. Get it onto the inside. Just like that. Okay, so that glue's starting to bite down nicely now because I can feel it sticking on my fingers, as you can see. So I'm going to let that all dry now and then come back to it in a minute and clean it all up with some tape, and hopefully this works. So it is all glued. We do have a bit of an overspill, but I'm not really that bothered. I'm just going to wrap some tape around this now to give it some extra support, but I think with the Jubilee clip it'll go nowhere because I got the weekend out of it just with a cable tie, so hopefully this has done the job. I have run a little bit more glue in that crevice as well, just there, so hopefully this will do the job. As you can see, it has where it's gone. It looks wet, but it is actually dry now. You can see where it has gone in the gap as well, so let's hopefully it's done the job. I'm going to tape it up and then I'll bring you back in a second when I've got the net all back into it to show you what it looks like done. A good old roll of bodge tape, so just electrical tape. I'm just going to wrap around it and neaten it all up so you can't see the Jubilee clip. So the net is all fixed. It does look a little bit crude, but yeah, it's all fixed. I'm back on. It is sturdy. I have given it a good pull to make sure it's okay. It does seem sturdy enough, so just let's hope it can take the weight of a fish. If not, I'll just buy a new net. But you've got to have a go, don't you? If you don't have a go, you'll never learn, or you'll never try. Whoa. So thanks for watching that little video, just a little one of me trying to bodge up a net. I don't know whether it'll help you or whatever, but I just thought to bring you along. As I say, I'm probably gonna couple of things that I keep with me all the time, cable ties and super glue in my bag, but it's probably a good idea to just throw some small Jubilee clips, some super glue and some cable ties in your fishing bag. If you've got a multi-tool, you could do that, bodge up on the bank and keep you fishing. And again, a little bit of electrical tape always goes a long way in your bag. So then 4 little items, cable ties, little Jubilee clip, you could actually bodge that up on the bank. So just a little thought to add to your tackle box. They take up no weight and it could save your fishing trip. As I say, I managed to do that with electrical tape and a cable tie while I was on the bank and was still able to use the net. So just shows you with a little bit of outside the box thinking and having a little bit of odds and sods in your bag, you can get away with bodging things up to keep you on the bank. So that's just a little video in the shed doing a little bodge up. So stay tuned for the videos. Hope you're enjoying them. Thank you again for all the support and I will catch you on the next one, and stay prepared now.